This is Truman, Minnesota, sent to you by SearchEnginesFriend.com. Hey guys, aren't you supposed to be in school this morning?
No. It was to flood it out. There was a flash flood, and so they canceled school. It was really disappointing. I love school.
Is that your playground?
Yep.
That's Truman Elementary School in Truman, Minnesota. As you can see, the water has risen pretty high. Right down here, the water is coming out of the ground. School has been called off today. They weren't. Here we are at Truman. This is Truman High School, right here. And obviously there's no school today because of the downpour and the flash flood here that Truman has experienced. This is their tennis court. It's still raining yet now, and apparently it's supposed to rain quite a bit more here within the next day or two. But we have our football season going on, and the football field has nothing but a little island in the middle of it.
I think it's really, really exciting, except I wish it was warmer out so that I could go swimming.
Looks like this youngster isn't able to ride his bike through it, so he's just gonna do the smart thing here and walk it.
Been here my whole life, I've never seen this.
Your parents' house underwater?
My basement had like a foot of water.
Here we have a pretty, possibly a gutsy youth gonna try and bike through this thing or something. Hey there guys, this is Truman, Minnesota, September 23rd, 2010, and this is some fire department guys and maybe some helpers of them guys. And it looks like we're pumping out of the ground here. What's going on?
Trying to move some extra water, keep the basins getting wetter, get the water moving a little farther.
So what you're doing right now is taking the water out of the ground.
Storm drain.
Okay, taking the water out of the storm drain and you're pumping it down the street here? Is that what's going on? Okay. The leaves, he says, are plugging up the screens, the storm screens, right? The drain screens?
All the hail we had knocked all the leaves off. Now we're all in the storm drains. We're trying to make it work. We're just having a hard time with it.
It's looking pretty challenging then. Have you ever seen anything like this in Truman before?
Not this bad.
Do you expect to be out here a while? All day. Well, thanks a lot for working on this.
Yeah, we got a nice canoer down there.
A canoer, huh? Well, I guess we'll go see that. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, see ya.
This is Graff Park in Truman, Minnesota. As you can see, we've got standing water even in the park here in the middle of town. So a lot of these houses down here on this end are underwater. Here, I guess we've got, look at this, we got people canoeing using crutches for paddles. And this car down here is underwater. Bringing you footage from SearchEnginesFriend.com. Let's see what is he gonna walk through the water here? Are you gonna walk through that?
I have to.
You have to. Well, I hope your boots stand up to it.
I went through the other way before.
Did you really?
It's pretty close.
Oh my goodness. Can you believe this water?
This is crazy.
Have you ever seen anything like this in Truman?
We just moved here from California, so
Oh, you did?
we never see stuff like this.
You never see anything like this in California?
We lived in the desert, so
Oh, sure.
this is too much rain. Man.
Couple of pumps running, but there ain't nowhere for the water to go.
All the water's coming over here.
You can see all the green leaves on the ground on the road here. And that's not really normal, obviously. The leaves don't fall usually until they're good and golden and orange. The reason they are on the ground this morning is because last night, around between 9 and 11 o'clock, there was a major hailstorm here. Quarter-size hail about, and in my front yard alone there was probably 3 to 5 gallon buckets that could have been scooped up of hail, and I've never seen hail like that before. I'm really hoping that the farmers around here didn't have all their beans knocked on the ground, because that would be really devastating. Down here, and this is the school parking lot. Yeah, we got the floating guys again here. They're floating through their high school parking lot. There's Truman High School, Truman, Minnesota, September 23rd, 2010. Brought to you by SearchEnginesFriend.com. Pretty quick here, down First Street, past the tennis court, the football field.